What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today I wanted to go over some of the most recent statues that have gone up for pre-order and my thoughts and opinions on them. So here we are on Sideshow's website. Now, first and foremost, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, hit the bell notification, because we do try to deliver daily content on this channel. In addition, if you are looking to purchase any statues, there is links, affiliate links in the description below that does help the channel. So please use those links to help me out. So here on Sideshow's website, first thing I like to always check on Sideshow is Sideshow Seconds, just because this is where you can get maximum discounts on statues. So I have a link in the description for this. Then you always want to make sure you change number of statues per page. But you can generally find some pretty decent deals on here. Like if you're looking for that Hulk versus Hulkbuster. Let's see if there's anything actually really good. This Lobo's been here forever. And they have Sideshow Lobo, 1/4. They have the Dante 1/3 by Darkside Collectibles. Pretty good. I still like my P1 better. Joker 1/3. And a life-size Vader. So if you're looking to get life-size Vader, that Lobo has literally been there forever. Also PCS Miles Morales. It's pretty cool museum-posed Miles, but not a ton of good stuff. So let's go back to Sideshow. So right now there is actually a big sale of 13% off all in-stock items, which is pretty good, honestly, because last time they did sale was 10%. They did 10% for quite a while, like a month, and now it's 13%. Which tells us that obviously sales have slumped on Sideshow's website. This is obviously due to Biden's economy. The economy has gone to crap and people are not spending nearly as much. And so companies, when they don't have sales, they're not getting enough sales coming in. They have to do these, sales. It's funny saying that word. But yeah, there has to be sales because they need to generate revenue. So they're forced to do this. And that's why we're seeing so many sales lately. Normally, back in the good old days of Sideshow, you would never see 10% off all in-stock items on a website. I haven't seen it, like in the first 5 years of me collecting, I never saw that once. So here we got a 1/10 scale Sauron by Iron Studios. This is pretty cool. It's quite big at 14.9 inches for a 1/10. For 1/10, that's a bigger 1/10. Nearly $300, so not too bad a pricing. I do like the general statue, though. Check that out. So, Barad-dûr base, Sauron in an action pose. Pretty darn cool. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, if you're collecting the Iron Studios 1/10 scale line, it's good. They've done pretty much all the main characters, which is pretty awesome. Frickin' little bug. Now we got this new Iron Studios 1/4 scale Marvel statue. It's been quite some time since their last Marvel. They did Wanda and Vision previously, and now they've finally done a Hulk. So they've chosen Gladiator Hulk from Thor 3. So there is definitely some things I like about this. I mean, the nice thing is this is probably Hulk's most detailed look from the, Infinity Saga. Otherwise, he's pretty much just shorts and skin, and no weapons. So I understand why they went this route. They're trying to maximize all detail. Instead of just shorts, you get this cool, like, loincloth belt, this armor, a helmet, and, the writing on him. So they definitely went maximum detail, which is cool. It's also quite a big piece, 32 inches tall. I mean, the detail looks great, the texture work, the paint app. I love Iron Studios Marvel 1/4 line. I've been very impressed with it. The one thing I kind of question is the likeness. Granted, his likeness did change in that movie. He didn't look the exact same as previous movies. They started to make him talk, and his whole character just, changed completely, really. The base is decent. They've never been known to make the best bases for their 1/4 Marvel series. But, I mean, overall, I think it's better than my current Hulk by Sideshow. Definitely more detailed museum pose. My current Hulk is action pose, which I do like, but I like the size. 31, basically 32 inches tall. So this technically still would fit in my bottom garage shelf because I could fit a 32-inch statue. Just the top of his head would be hard to see. Although I feel like with this, you're going to want a Thor companion. But overall, I do like this. I think it's great. The price is not too bad. I mean, Wanda and Vision were $1,000, so it's like $200 more than them, and it's quite a bit bigger, you know, when you compare to like Wanda. But overall, I think it's a pretty solid piece. I'm not going to pre-order this. I'm going to wait for in hands and see. Oh, a Pennywise giveaway. I will enter that. Hold on. Alrighty. I always enter those giveaways, even though I've never won in 7 years. I've entered every single one. But yeah, overall, I do like this Hulk quite a bit. I think it's pretty awesome. I mean, I will see what my future holds come, you know, December next year. If I'm in a good situation where it makes sense for me to get this and I have the space, then I'll get it. But I'm kind of backing away right now from pre-ordering anything unless I foresee it selling out very quickly. So you got that Darth Maul 1/10. I wish they would have made a 1/4 in that. Even though it'd be super wide, that's like the best pose. There's this Black Adam statue, although the Queen's the one to look at. A lot of 1/10 scales. Then you have the Noob Saibot, which I do like. I didn't like MK11. It felt too much like Injustice. I feel like they ruined it. The story was whack. I was like, what the heck was going on? Overall, I just thought MK11 was a massive disappointment for me. Compared to MKX and MK9, which I played religiously, MK11 was just a complete, utter disappointment. I actually regret buying the game. You know, I wish I just would have rented it, because after I played the story mode and I tried multiplayer for a good hour, I was like, yeah, I'm not digging this. I hated the combos. I didn't like the movement. But, I mean, this is a cool statue, no doubt. I think it's very cool looking, and I hope it sells well. I'm just not looking to get anything from MK11 at all. Even if it's cool looking, I'm not buying MK11. I'm sticking to MKX, MK9, and Classic. Not a game I don't like, even if it looks cool. That's pretty much it, though, on Sideshow's website. You know, outside of the bazillion 1/10 scales, I don't care about this Catwoman mask. I'm not like a lot of people where I'm obsessed with that Batman Returns movie. I know a lot of people are like obsessed with Catwoman, Batman, Penguin, all that, but that movie was very mediocre for me. I didn't grow up watching it. I watched that movie only as an adult, like a year ago, and it was like maybe a 6 out of 10 movie for me. Just don't care. I know it's different when you grow up watching it. It becomes nostalgic. All right, here we got Spec Fiction's website. So there's a few things we need to talk about here. So we have the new Sume Gohan vs. Buu 1/6 scale statue. Man, it's really, God, these prices, $1,000. I mean, at least you get free shipping, but still, $1,000 for a freaking 1/6 scale statue. When I first got into collecting, they were $200. $250. Granted, this is miles better in terms of what's going on, but still, freaking $1,000 for a 1/6 scale statue is like absolutely ridiculous. It's pretty decently sized, you know, looking at the dimensions, so it's not like it's small. I just don't like the idea of spending that much money on a freaking 1/6 scale. You know, here's a comparison next to Vegeta. I freaking love that Vegeta. In general, I do like this Gohan. I love the whole wind and flying effect. I mean, obviously, Gohan's flew past him. He's about to either elbow or punch him in, like, the back, which he, you know, is dominating Buu in this fight. Now, and here's a size comparison. So, I mean, it is a good-sized statue, but you're paying for a lot of smoke and wind effect. The actual characters are only about maybe 40 to 50% of the statue. You're paying mostly for a base. Now, the base looks amazing. You got really cool dirt effect, wind, clouds, aura. You know, I think it's really unique looking, and I like it quite a bit. I think if I wanted the ultimate 1/6 scale DBZ collection, this would be a must-have for the Buu Saga. You know, it's definitely better than the old VKH one, but the VKH price-wise versus this, you know, VKH color scheme was off. They made Gohan like red when he was orange. This is more accurate. But overall, it's definitely very cool. I just think it's very expensive. But Sume is always expensive. You know, but they're definitely pushing the boundaries. You know, I love the direction they're headed with their DBZ, not doing just the same old, repeat like other companies do. You know, they're doing very dynamic, incorporating a flying, which I really like. DBZ, they fly a lot. So they did a really good job, making this feel like they're flying. Instead of using a rock up the butt, it's actually like wind, which makes way more sense than a rock up the butt. But yeah, overall, really cool looking statue. As far as I saw, Sume had sold at least half of this edition size. I haven't checked since yesterday. But you guys can, if you're in the US, I don't know how quick Spec Fiction gets Sume statues once they release. I ordered Frieza through them, and Frieza's, still years out. So, but, Spec Fiction at least will have, probably cheaper overall prices. All right, now we got the Queen Studios Half Scale Mark III. So, this one I do like. I like the fact you're getting... Gosh dang you, Spec. You need to get rid of this stupid subscribe. I hate that thing. You get a battle damaged and a clean version. Now, this thing is 1,000 times better than Sideshow's old Mark III half scale. I hated Sideshow's Mark III half scale. I saw it in person. I thought it was absolute trash. And it was $2,000. So Queen's only charging $2,500, which isn't too bad. I mean, Prime 1's old half scales were like 2,000 to 300 for the Wonder Woman, and that was a few years ago. And this, has a much better base. It has an environmental base with an underbase and a logo. I like their half-scale bases. And it seems like they're finally listening to customers who've, literally everyone's complained about their stupid batteries. And it's like, seriously, Queen, stop cheapening out and use AC adapters. So they finally did an AC adapter, which is great. And overall, I like the pose. You do get a switch out, either fist or hand with the rocket. I would definitely prefer the fist with rocket. It's cool seeing the rocket come out. Although the open hand does work better for the light up feature. Overall, I like it though. I think it's really good. That pose is going to make it kind of deep, so you're going to need some depth for this piece. It says 55 cm though. So 55 cm, I wonder if they're including that arm or if that's just the base. But it's also 70 cm wide, so it's quite wide, obviously super tall. Overall, I think it's really good, and it's definitely the best Mark III half scale. So I think if you're collecting half scales and you want the Mark III, that is the one to get, no doubt. All right, then we got the new Black Adam statue on throne. So $900, which is, I guess, okay. Not too bad. I mean, it's a 1/4 on throne. Yeah, look at that. Spec, if you're watching this video, please remove that. It's on throne. It's $900. It's not too bad. The likeness is fantastic to The Rock. My biggest issue, so this is going to be a short statue. It's not going to be super tall, so it's not going to have a lot of presence. It's not going to work good down low. You'll need top shelf space if you want to be able to see everything good. The problem is, The Rock literally sat in this throne for about 15 seconds and then destroyed it. He's like, nah, screw this. I'm not a throne guy. So conceptually, I don't like this. It looks good, but conceptually, I don't like it. I think if you want a Black Adam statue, Prime 1 is the one to get. It's going to be way bigger, and the pose is iconic from the movie. He was literally constantly in that flying pose, constantly. Where this was 15 seconds and The Rock was like, screw it, I'm not doing that. Yeah, as you can see, it's only 53 cm tall. It's not a big statue. It's quite wide though, so it's like a wide space hog, but not tall, not deep. I mean, it's overall nice. I think if you only collect 1/4, this is the one to get, obviously. No one's going to make a better 1/4 than this for the Black Adam. Prime 1 stuck to 1/3. Queen's the only other player going to do a 1/4 unless Sideshow does one. But Sideshows will be crap. So if you want 1/4 and you're doing 1/4 DC, this is the one to get. So overall, I like it. I just think conceptually, you know, it doesn't, they should have did something different, but it's still very cool, and I think it's reasonably priced. All right, then we got this 1/4 scale Frieza. So this is by Ryu Studio. So they just did their Boo, and they showed off this new Frieza, which has kind of been getting mixed reviews in the community. A lot of people have been asking me what I think. Yeah, look at that, annoying. What I think of this. So first you have this base, which is kind of like a destroyed planet. You know, Frieza was known as, you know, the planet killer, so I kind of get why they did that base. And it's definitely a lot different than your other bases out there. So the base, I think it's a cool looking base. I like it. It's cool. Then you have Frieza's pose. I've always liked this pose for Frieza, the arms out, you know, because he did that quite often in the anime. The paint app looks solid, although they did not do translucent purple parts. They did solid, which I'm a fan of both. I don't think it looks horrible. What I don't like is his expression. It's okay. It's a little evilish. It's a little, like, I don't know. It's a weird expression. I'm not truly digging his face. He also looks quite skinny. And granted, he was skinny until he started powering up. I mean, it's only $569, so it's better priced than, like, KD Frieza. It at least has the correct purple parts where KD was freaking pink. It's tall, which is nice. You know, it's 63 cm tall. I still think I like KD Frieza better, and Sume Frieza is miles better in every possible way, but it's also 3 times as expensive. You know, Sume Frieza on Spec Fiction's website was $1,500, so 3 times expensive. But it is the definite Frieza out there. You know, Prime One, as far as I've heard, has canceled their Frieza, which is wild considering how successful Goku and Vegeta was. But I think this is a good statue. I think if I didn't have KD's and Sume's, I would maybe consider it. But I think KD's, outside of the annoying pink parts, is overall just better. And Sume is miles better. So, yeah. Let's see if there's anything additional. Yeah, see, I don't care about that. Morphing. No, I did not click that, dang it. You got the Nightmare Batman 1/4. It's the best Nightmare Batman 1/4 scale statue out there, so if anyone's looking for this, I think the price is decent, and the detail looks solid. It's just small, you know. I think, in general, most people don't collect DC 1/4 anymore. I think most people have transitioned to a 1/3. That's kind of it, really, for the statues I wanted to go over with you guys. So let me know what you guys think of, you know, these statues, if you're planning to pick anything up. So right now I'm waiting on Infinity Studios Wonder Woman bust. It's shipped DHL, and it's as of right now the ETA is like October 1st to November 2nd, between that range. So that should be the next statue I'll be getting. After that, we're looking at Jon Snow. I'm also trying some rearranging with my Predator statue collection right now. I'm trying a few different things, just, you know, what do you guys think? I'm kind of leaning that Legend doesn't fit anymore. You know, like if I want to do like a true AVP wall, he's out of place. But I couldn't possibly move him unless I lower Ghostface or Leatherface. But then again, I couldn't lower them without moving Game of Thrones. You know, I'd have to move Game of Thrones. I'm trying to figure some things out, because Legend is only a top shelf piece. He'd have to go like next to Myers and Leatherface, and you'd have to do Ghostface underneath. And I really don't want to lower Ghostface. So I may consider selling that Legend. Just because I really want to do an all AVP wall. I'm also debating on Queen's alien bust, I don't want just one bust above. If I do a bust, above, I have to have two. Similar to like, this setup, I have to do the exact same over there. It'd have to be like Wolf bust, Wolf 1/3, Big Chap 1/3, Big Chap bust. But I need that space also for Prime 1 Jungle Hunter. Because I really don't want to do a statue in this mid-room. I just have to deal with the fact it's going to be massive. But Big Chap and Jungle Hunter have to go there. The Big Chap bust, if I get it. If I don't get it, we could just keep him technically there and do this all statues. And I'd have space technically for an additional statue above. Anyways, folks, I'll figure that out and do a separate video on that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, if you're looking to purchase statues, please use the links below. It does help me out, and I could really use that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.